Hello everyone, Alicia here with a really easy copycat recipe for Chipotle's Pico de Gallo. Like I said, this is very simple, comes together really quick, so I wanted to show you guys how I make this. Now this is for more of a mild version, but you can always turn up the heat with more jalapeno if you want. But let me jump into this really quick and easy recipe. So what you're gonna need to make this, first off, is you're gonna need some Roma tomatoes. I've got 4 here. You're gonna need the juice of a lime. And again, as I said, this is mild, so I'm going to be using 1/4 of this jalapeno, and I'm gonna take the seeds out as well. But feel free to use as much jalapeno as you want. Here I've got about 10 stems of cilantro. Again, that's kind of a preference thing, but I like to use about 10 stems, and then I'm gonna just take the leaves off of those. Here I've got a red onion. I'm gonna be using about half of that. And then finally, just some salt. And that is all there is to this, so let me get it started. So first off, I'm gonna get my tomatoes diced up, and these are nice and washed, as are all of my veggies. So I'm gonna just dice these up into kind of fairly small pieces. You want it chunkier, you can, make a little bigger pieces, and obviously if you want it less chunky, smaller pieces. But I like kind of a medium. So that's about the size of mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other 3 up, and I'll be back. Got those all diced up, so now in a medium-sized bowl here, I'm gonna add those in. And then I'm gonna get my onion chopped up, as well as my jalapeno. So I'm gonna get my onion chopped up. And again, just kind of dice this into your preferred size pieces. That's what mine's looking like. So I'm gonna add this to the bowl. Next, I'm going to add in my jalapeno. And again, I am gonna take the seeds out because I don't want a whole lot of heat going on in this, but if you do, you can just leave the seeds in. My husband would probably prefer if I did, but I don't. He likes the heat from jalapeno. So again, I'm just using 1/4, and I'm gonna just chop it into fairly small pieces. Like that, and then add that. Next, I'm gonna take my cilantro here and just kind of get the leaves off. You could use a little bit of the stem if you want, but you don't want the big part if you are gonna use the stem. Like little pieces like that is fine. And if you really like cilantro, you can definitely use more than this, or less, or none at all if you don't like it. I'm gonna take this and just kind of sort of ball it up a little bit. Not too much because you don't want to crush it, but enough to kind of get it all together, and then just do a chop through it. Like that. And then I'm gonna add that to my bowl. Next up, I'm gonna take my lime that I've cut in half, and I'm gonna just juice it right in there. I'm gonna just kind of toss all this together gently so I'm not crushing the tomatoes. Add a little bit of salt, probably about 1/4 teaspoon. Give that a toss. Now I'm gonna taste it to make sure that was enough salt, and it was. So now what you want to do is put a cover on this and let it sit in your fridge for at least an hour so all those flavors can kind of marry together. And that is it. It is ready to go. This makes a great dip for chips, topping, for all kinds of things. I personally like to use this mainly for burrito bowls as a topping. I just think it adds a nice fresh addition to a burrito bowl or whatever you want to put this on. It's just really good. Like I said, nice and fresh taste to it. And it is 0 points. That is the best part about this. So anyway, that was just a real quick little video to show you how I make my Chipotle Copycat Pico de Gallo. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.